Good afternoon to you all. Welcome to the CSD, Institutional Innovation Council. The CSD stands for Center for Skill Development, and I'm Dr. Rudra. I'm the chairman for the Center for Skill Development, and uh, also the president for this Institutional Innovation Council. Been affiliated to the Ministry of Education, Government of India. In fact, this webinar, we are going to work on, this is basically a workshop on how do we have the career as an entrepreneur and what are the opportunities for the innovator, right? Basically for the students or the faculty uh, or the industry aspirants who wish to become an entrepreneur, and what is the roadmap for that, and what are the opportunities for the innovator. And it is by the two organizations, that is Center for Skill Development, it's an council, Institutional Innovation Council, by the Ministry of Education, and also there is it's a brainchild of our very close associate, GSBS Private Limited, that is giving simple business solutions. And with the motto, it works on a model, right? That is read, think, write, and communicate. And it works with 5 Ws, 1 H, that is what, where, when, who, why, and how. Right? So it's a wheel which you'll get solution to any problem. Right? Before we as we get into that, in fact, this particular thing, it is an awakening year for the modern India, that, because India has passed through various phases. Now we are we are 70 plus years, and by next 2 years we will be celebrating a platinum jubilee, that is 75 years of Indian independence. We passed through several phases. Now this is the time to be self-reliant. That is, let us be Atmanirbhar Bharat. Then it is to build the Atmanirbhar Samaj, and it is to build to become Atmanirbhar Nagrik. So the more we'll be going into what all these things, and how we can become then Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbhar Bharat is self-reliant India, and Atmanirbhar Samaj is how to self-reliant society, and Atmanirbhar Nagrik is self-reliant citizen. So how do we become to become an entrepreneur? What is the need of that, and what is the innovation we should do? In fact, we propose to do and facilitate a circular and self-reliant economy in the villages and the non-metro cities by promoting this Atmanirbhar principle, right? It is a brainchild of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji. He gave the concept of Atmanirbharta, and we are followers of him, and we are greatly influenced by his thought process, and we 100% support the government initiatives, and we have been closely working with the Niti Aayog, and we are also working closely with erstwhile MHRD, now Ministry of Education. Right? So Atmanirbhar Nagrik is a basic building block of an Atmanirbhar Bharat, and we believe a citizen can become Atmanirbhar if he pursues the entrepreneurship. So this is the fundamental philosophy, and through this aim, we encourage and promote and facilitate the creation of Atmanirbhar village to Atmanirbhar economy to Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbhar Bharat, as you see, it's a three-pronged strategy, like Atmanirbhar economy, Atmanirbhar Samaj, and Atmanirbhar Nagrik. And it builds on the 5 principles, 5 pillars through the entrepreneurship revolution. So now, so far, wherever the education is going on, we are still looking at people seeking the jobs. It is the governments which are coming up promising the jobs. So now, so many jobs are not there. We are 1.5, 1.3 plus, 1.35 plus population. Now it is literally not possible to create such an employment ecosystem. Rather, the only solution is create an entrepreneurial revolution. And that's how the economies are gone. And because we are having a vibrant demography, That is close to 60% of our population, as we are moving on, are less than 40 years. So that is we are the youngest population. If you can look into the other advanced countries, that's a dying nations, and we are emerging nation. So, so through this vibrant demography, we can achieve, and we have the Atma Samman, right? When we have our own institution, our own products, so we can have the Atma Samman, and we have to augment with the technology. So all the technological solutions, all the technology should be updated, and we provide the education to solution. So this is how the Atmanirbhar Bharat can be built. And Atmanirbhar Bharat, Atmanirbhar economy, which can be built through the proper infrastructure, systems, demands, and to leveraging on the technology. That is now after the service sector, it is the industry 4.0. The digital mediums are emerging, and we provide an ample of training, and also we can convert the entire the societies into Atmanirbhar. We transform. And Atmanirbhar Bharat is basically built on the by understanding our rights and duties, and building the character, and based on that, the mostly we understand the industry and the relevant skills. And Atmanirbhar Bharat is an entrepreneurial revolution, and through the industry and technology, to the educational solution, and it builds on the five, as we are telling, like, five pillars. That is economy, infrastructure, demand, vibrant demography, and systems. And actually, as you are want to become an entrepreneur, what are the areas we can go? Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, sorry. So from which all the sectors we can get into the demand? That is, one is the village cottage industries. In fact, it is the Gandhian dream to have the village industry, which will be there, because still largely we are an agrarian country, and we can build on the cottage industries. And by building the MSMEs, that is micro, small, and medium enterprises, they are the building blocks, and we can also network with laborers, street vendors to leverage, and once, like, we can promote to the next level, that is middle class, the mid age, the medium enterprises, then to the larger industry. So unless we have this clockwise direction of building up, we can definitely become Atmanirbhar. And now the term is for the Atmanirbhar Nagarik, as we are telling. This is a word point. The sector can be organized, and how we can address the needs of the middleman, and that's how the bigger it can be emerging into the industry. So all together can come and build the Atmanirbhar Bharat. This is the time to become a self-reliant citizen, and now the self-reliance is basically we can get through our idea, like for the CST IAC idea, as idea is to create a rural and the migrant economy. So we want to support the reverse migration, because with the emergence of the digital technologies, you can really think about how we can become self-reliant, and how we can add the governance, security, and public infrastructure in the education. So, and with the pillars like Atmanirbhar Bharat, whatever the demographic pillars we are talking about, the five pillars, we can with the build the Atmanirbhar Bharat or Samaj by the Atmanirbhar Nagrik. So, and we can enable this through the values, ethics, characters, and the technology and entrepreneurship. So this is possible. Now, the objective to build an ecosystem at the village or the town level. So, a self-manageable ecosystem at the village and town level that fosters the spirit of the entrepreneurship and the self-employment amongst the aspiring youth can be done, and that is through the skill development, offering the entrepreneurship opportunities, and offering the entrepreneurship training and mentoring. And we, the CSD and IAC, will fund you the finances and other things, and we also offer the institutional support and facilitation. And we also give the social support and encouragement. And so it basically it gives the foundation and walls to the society. And we have briefly given here the focus areas identified by the Honorable PM, that is agricultural aids and the mechanization and boosting the aids. Now we are talking about, because as initially we are talking about, we are an agrarian-based country, so we should provide agricultural aids for the mechanization and boosting the aids, and also we have to recycle the wastewater from the households, and we can offer the cost-effective technologies for the potable water, and develop the low cost water intensive seeds. So these are all the areas like where the innovation is there. So if you want to be the innovator, start working on the PM innovation areas. Now with an advantage of you can, because we all live in the rural area, so probably you can get connected with the farming and understand their problems, and we can work on the water recycling technologies, and use of the crop residue, how we can recycle to control leakage in the supply chain, and also offer the agro processing, preserving and packaging, and encouraging the bio fuel usage. So these are all the needs, these are all the problem areas where you all can definitely work on. And what we propose to do, like CSD IAC, we wish to float the Mission 1000. That means 1,000 enterprises we want to create in the year 2021 with all your support. So we propose to facilitate a circular and self-reliant economy in the villages and the non-metro cities by promoting the principle that Atmanirbhar Udyami is the basic building block of an Atmanirbhar Bharat. That is Atmanirbhar Nagrik, right? And we believe a citizen can become an Atmanirbhar Udyami if he pursues the entrepreneurship. And through this, we aim to encourage and promote and facilitate the creation of an Atmanirbhar village and local economy. And we propose to identify and train and develop 1,000 prospective entrepreneurship in 1 year at the village in the mandal. And as a trial, we want to take it a project in the east and west Godavari districts of KP. So this is basically a common vision of a team of professionals. And Atmanirbhar Gram and Atmanirbhar Udyami are the two pillars of the economy. So we are doing this. Okay. And basically, we wish to have the autonomous micro farms, like small and fragmented holdings, and we wish to offer the drip irrigation, recycling of the wastewater, and we want to help the farmers with the crop selection and planning as per the demands, right? And we wish to offer the technology and training support for the farm mechanization and monitoring and the yield growth. And we want to offer the buyback mechanism because we want to talk to the industries, and we wish to offer the biofuel and the solar energy production and the usage. And we use the crop residue and the bio and the agri waste, and we manage the soil health management, testing and monitoring for the rejuvenation and control. And we wish to have the farmer produce organizations, and we wish to have agricultural, rural finance and entrepreneurship ecosystem. And we also enhance like the warehouses and the cold chains. And these challenges lies in the integrations and synergies among the plans, policies, and implementation. So usually, we want to work parallel with the government in this area. And just a second. Yeah. So we wish to have. Yeah, we wish to have the Atmanirbhar Gram and the Atmanirbhar Udyami through the technology identification. Like in the farm practices, we wish to have the small farms, 1 to 5 acres. We wish to have the polyhouses, vertical farming, farm mechanization and automation. And in technology, we wish to have the drip irrigation, which is already there, like water softening and water recycling and the solar pumps. And a couple of things are there which are still in the nascent stages. We wish to have it. And soil testing, like soil condition and the biocompost we want to do, and the biopesticides instead of the fertilizers or the pesticides, we want to go the the organic way. And technology, like low water intensive seeds and tissue culture, photosynthesis, and the crop rotation in the planning will be guided by the team of experts along with the veterans. And technology, like solar power generation, biodiesel generation, biogas generation, wind energy, we want to use it instead of using the fossil fuels and all, which is already depleting. And offering the supply chain, primary processing, warehousing, cold chaining, and farmer producing or producer organizations. So these are all we want to flow. And we also offer the farm technologies, educational training, and infrastructure. And we propose to use the IT digital technologies in the agriculture. Whoever wants to come forward, we want to guide them, mentor them, fund them, and form an enterprise. You're most welcome. I mean, all the engineers or the graduates or undergraduates, whoever wants to become an entrepreneur, we offer the helping hand to them, mentor them, and ensure that the organization is up. So, because we are working on a mission, this is an entrepreneurship mission. It's rather a movement, entrepreneurship movement, right? And we wish to use the technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, IoT, like, and also offer something technology advanced drones, these technologies. And the challenge in the Indian agriculture, as we see, is still there is a lot of resource scarcity is there, a lot of migration is there. There is a land, water, soil health is being damaged, and there is a shortage of the labor supply. There is a rising wages which are not affordable, and only land rates were exorbitant. Like crop is not as healthy, and low yield usually average yield is 6 ton per hectare, which is average rice yield is in the China is around 6 to 6.7 ton. It's almost like double, right? And potato yield is 50% lower than the that of US. And there is an improve by 40 to 70% to the suitable intervention. So there. And another challenge is intermediaries, a lot of lack of transparency because customer is totally paying. In between, intermediaries are eating away. So mandis, FPOs need to be digitalized, so they should know what are the price. So all the like whoever is producing should have this fair share, and connect and empower, and the traceability will improve the farmer inputs. And food chain losses, like 60% of the food loss is there in the while it is going from the farm to the market. And there is an limited power, low power, such kind of things have been challenges. And in the consumption also, there's an always the high shift in the protein intake, right? And there's an increase in the GDP per capita. The changes, preferences, the customer preferences are changing, and demand is driven by the fruits and vegetables and the pulses. So there's a complexity in the Indian agriculture, right? So there's a rising income in the small side farmers because of the digitalization and strengthening the competitiveness of Indian agriculture. And there is no proper policies have been forming, and when the policies have been forming, in fact, that is also not providing. So probably there requires a lot of counseling. And now, what are the opportunities? You can see the digital ecosystem in agriculture, which is taking over slowly. The information is being quite passed on, and there's an efficient farm lending, and there's a centralized platform for integrating farmers and the markets. And the IoT-based advanced analytics in the manufacturing plants is also there. And financing the crop insurance, so provide the innovative equipment, easy financings like through FPOs, like farmer producer organizations, and digital ecosystems of financing and the crop insurance, partnership with the manufacturers, weather agencies, etc., and linkages with the farms. There should be a transparency in the pricing, the better value, especially for the perishable products, increasing the farmer incomes, and downstream players benefit by the eliminating intermediaries, and investing in the cold storage, 60% of the food loss between the field and end, and challenges limit to the cold chain penetration and high cost of power, low cost capacity utilization and finance. And they invest in the fruit and vegetables and the pulses. So it is expected by 2025 there will be around 15 to 20 billion investments, and there's a boost in the farmer income by 35%. Right. So these are all the opportunities which are there. So there's an now the challenges and the opportunities we should map, and emerging technology imperatives and the ecosystem in Indian. So there's an advancement in the farmer practices. There's an advanced technology in the irrigation. There is an advanced technology in the soil health. There's an advanced technology in the seeds and seeds. So this is we have mapped this with the PM vision, right? So okay, so continue. And this is an self-sufficiency is there, and also the technology will offer the supply chain also. So this is actually we are connected with an PM vision. You can innovate and become an entrepreneur. So for whatever is there, we are working on a mission. You are most welcome to come to CSD IIC. You can write to us. So it is basically now or never, right? So it is you take it now and become an Atmanirbhar Nagarik, Atmanirbhar Udyami. No matter what is your qualification, you will be definitely a patriot, right? So this is from my end, and just want like yeah. I'll leave one slide on. You can make a note of the email ID csdrjy at gmail.com. CSD is based out at Rajmahendravaram. You can also WhatsApp to 94913 80 487. This is a WhatsApp number. Okay, and I'm Dr. Rudra. It is from the Center for Skill Development, CSD, and IIC. Right? You can make a note. Any questions? I'm here to take it. And you can write to us. Yeah. Thanks for your time, and wish you all the best. And this presentation will be available in the YouTube. YouTube link also will be shared to all the participants. Thank you all.